Oh look, the sun's come out. Spent half an hour mapping the building site of the new Maths and Computer Science building, and that path I found is actually leading where I want to go. It's otherwise you had to walk on the side of this main road, and you got lots of students going to all their lessons. Kind of half the students also come from this direction. It's never been wide enough, that path, so they've sensibly created this one using some land from the botanical gardens. But this path's going to be more important because just the way I'm walking, there's a new college. So over there in the sun across the road. So Durham has a collegiate system, meaning students in the first year are assigned a college where they live, and a lot of social activities go on there, as well as uni-wide activities. But they did have two colleges in Stockton. They moved to Durham, but they need buildings and accommodation. Plus, I think they're creating a new college, a yet-to-be-named college, going under various code names. But we'll see. I can map the outline, and when we know the name for sure, we can edit it on OpenStreetMap without having to come here. So I'll cross this main road and let's see what we find. I have mapped before here, but let's see what we find. So yeah, there's definitely new buildings since I was here mapping the expensive houses at the end of the road. There's now some, I think that must be student accommodation. What do you think? And then there's this central building, some kind of facilities, maybe the college offices and kind of activity rooms. But yeah, it looks like it's another one where I'm just going to have to walk around the construction site. Judging from other people's comments who I know who live near here, I thought there was more that was open. I'll see what I can do. And I'll look at OSM because there is aerial imagery. This isn't quite as far on as the other site, but I'll see how I can update it and see what buildings I can do from that, but maybe take some photos of them for context and what they might be. You might think it's just lots of hoarding that I've got to walk past. That's only how it feels. Blue hoarding, in this case more blue hoarding, but you had to look out for little bits like this. Looks like boring text, could be just instructions to the builders about wearing PPE. But no, it's there's some interesting bits here. It's planning permission, giving notice that they've applied for planning permission to the Licensing Act. So here you can say the premises known as South College. I believe that's still just the code name being used by the university. It could change. But South College, Pitcairn Building, South Road. So we got a building here. Now this is put right by the tower block. Probably not a bar in there, but maybe that building I saw earlier. Maybe it's the round building that I can see on aerial imagery. I'll have to look at other things. I could look up this planning permission to confirm things. There's also the other page is similar, but for John Snow College. So no building name of where their bar's going to be. But we'll see. Hopefully it's better than the bar they used to have in Stockton. That really wasn't good and often closed due to health and safety inspections. Anyway, enough of my old uni memories. On with the mapping before I get run over by this truck that started up. There seems to be two distinct building styles. This kind of light grey and then this red brick with yellow sandstone. Now that's very interesting, and I wonder, it could be the separation of the two colleges, even though they're being built at the same time. It's probably quite wise for Durham to do that. Certainly another example would be Josephine Butler College and what was Youth College. I think now Stevenson are using the site. Built at slightly different times, seem to be on the same area, but you see division in the types of building. Right up until they decide they want to change the numbers between them and swap houses, swap buildings at least. But I think here they're probably doing it deliberately, so you know if you're in that college, you've got friends in the same college as you that will be in the same, might be in the same football club or in the same Christian union. You can make friends in the other buildings, but you might have to try harder, or you might not see them as much, or you might see them in your classes. But yeah, anyway, I can probably start drawing out the colleges from this information. Just need to figure out which is which. How do I do that? And although it's not open yet, and so I can't map the detail, it's not in use, maybe you'd think the map isn't important. There are some bits like this little path here that connects to Durham Business School and some of the other colleges, and then down to the other university departments, teaching buildings. I can map this path, which will be useful when it opens. In fact, it's a cycle path looking at that white line, slightly covered by snow. But I'll map that, and when it does open, that will be useful for useful for students to know they can do a quick link this way and then go into town or to their lectures rather than going round the front a long way. But yeah, I'll have to come back here when it's more open and I can map these footpaths that I'm starting to see being built. Although I say I can map this site, I've just got to the end and seen that there's fence across it. Don't know why. Definitely walked in here without, in this bit at least, without walking through any building site gates. Not the first time on Mount Oswald. I remember back there when those houses were first being built, I followed just walking across the grass and some paths and ended up on the building site and to walk through the gate to get out. So sometimes when you're mapping you end up all sorts of places, but I keep safe. Another good reason for the high-vis jacket that says what I'm doing and make sure I don't get run over by a tractor or a digger. Yeah, I'll have to, perhaps I'll squeeze through the trees or I might walk back. Not sure what there is to map down that way. One last site that's fairly new but open is the Teaching and Learning Centre. But it's already been mapped, so someone's done that for me. Apparently there's a cafe inside, I can see because it's on OpenStreetMap already. And they've done bits like the cycle parking and where the entrances are and the paths. So thanks for that help, that's something I don't have to do. But yeah, will be useful, and I'll edit the map and put the other bits on. So bit by bit we'll keep it all updated, no matter how much they build.